You are the number 9 and you are... My lesson deals with long division, but before we started the long division, we quickly recapped and did a bit of revision on short division, which also helped the thinking process. And let's just recap on what we've done and what they know, and then we can build on that short division, the long division. 396 divided by 3. Okay, so now I'm going to be 3 and I'm going to go visit them in their division house. Okay, so I'm going to go now.
Who is it?
It's number 3. I want to come and visit you.
How many times do you want to visit?
I can visit you 3. I can visit you once. So I put the 1 on top of the roof. Now I'm done with the 3. Now it's the next day. I want to go and visit again. So now I'm walking. I'm going to go visit.
Who is it?
This is the number 3. I want to come and visit you.
How many times can I come and visit?
I can visit you 3, 6, 9. I can visit you 3 times. So then I write the 3 on top of the division house roof. So now I'm going to come and visit again. I'm last, ne? Yeah, okay.
Who is it?
I am number 3. I want to come and visit you.
How many times?
I can visit you 3, 6. So I can visit him twice. Okay. I developed a story around this because the children like to interact, they like to see it visually, because if they see it visually, then it's easier for them to understand. Now, when it comes to long division, there is a whole process that we need to follow. When I introduced long division to the children, I let us create a family, and I asked them who's usually the head of the family, which will, in most cases, be daddy. So before we come to the steps, we're going to create a little family of our own. And that, if we know the family of by heart, we will know the steps of by heart, and it will make long division easy peasy. Okay, so let's start. Who is usually, when you get in, if your mom and dad is still married and they live, who is usually the head of the house? Ricardo.
The dad.
So here's a bunch of pictures. Come choose the one that you think is the head of the house, that you say the daddy must be the head of the house. Then we're going to paste daddy. Daddy will be number 1. Okay, so between those pictures, where is daddy? Will you fit? Will you get to there? Okay, let me help you quickly. Okay, so daddy will be number 1. Okay, thank you, Ricardo. Who comes after daddy? Yes.
Mommy.
So they had to pick a picture, paste daddy up first. Then after daddy came mommy, then sister, then brother, and then Remy the dog, who will now obviously eat the leftovers. And then I showed them that the steps of long division, that daddy is step number 1. 1 will be daddy, step 2 is going to be mommy, step 3 will be sister, step 4 will be brother, and the last will be Remy. Daddy will equal to division. Mommy will be step number 2, so mommy will be multiplication. Sister will be step number 3, so sister will equal subtraction. Brother will be step number 4, and brother will equal bringing down. And then Remy the dog, who is the leftovers, is obviously now the remainder, the last step, step number 5.
Bring down.
Bring down. And then Remy will be? Remainder. Long division is actually a complex process, and I have to stand there showing them step by step. So I had to do something that they can interact as well. That is why I brought the pictures in, so that they can interact, be part of the lesson. Divide, divide. Okay, so 2 goes into 8 how many times? Let's go and just withdraw the answer from the ATM. The ATM, we set a bank of numbers of multiples. Of course, if they have to think about how many times does 5 go into 15 as well, then they have to think of too much things and they get lost in the process of dividing, multiplying. So we make it easier by putting that ATM there so that they can just withdraw the answer and they have one less thing to think about and to worry about. So 2 goes into 8. 4. Just step number 1.
Done.
Done. You agree with me? Yes. Okay. Now step number 2 says I need to go and multiply. And step number 2 is multiplication. So I need to go and multiply. Now the answer of the division, just multiply it with the 2. 4 multiplied by 2 equals? 8. Okay, step number 2. Done. Good. Do you agree with me? Okay. Then after step number 3 says, step number 2 says subtraction. That's now step number 3. Now, whatever I multiplied, I should subtract. That is what step number 3 tells me. So now I'm going to subtract the 8 because that was now my answer, and whatever I multiply, I should subtract. Now 8 minus 8 will be 0. Perfect. Okay, am I done now?
Yes.
No, I'm not done. Step number 4 says I need to bring down the next number, which is the 6. Okay, I bring down the 6. Now I have to start my process all over again because I cannot just stop 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 until I get a remainder or no remainder. Okay, so how many times does 2 go into 6?
3.
1, 2, 3 times. So just go withdraw my answer from my ATM. Just go withdraw my answer from my ATM. Okay, so that is step number 1. Done again. Now step number 2 says again I need to go and multiply. So now I have to start to multiply again. 3 multiplied by 2 equals 6. But step number 3 tells me that whatever I multiply, I should subtract. Whatever I multiply, I should subtract. Okay, so now 6 minus 6 is going to be
0.
0. Is there anything to bring down?
No.
No. Is there anything left for Remy the dog? No. Not any of those long division sums had or short division sums had a remainder. So I want them to learn the skill first and be comfortable with the process of long division before I'm going to add a remainder in there as well.
10 increases further in the dark. 5 plus 6 divided by 2. It makes long division so cool.
We divided them into groups and let each group create a song on long division, or the boys could have created a rap song. The girls complained they can't rap. Then I said just do a normal song on long division, and they enjoyed that because everybody loves music, everybody loves dancing. So if you can introduce that into your lesson, they will enjoy long division and they will grasp the concept and they will really remember the concept. The more creative you are and the more the children enjoy to come to your class, the more they're going to fall in love with mathematics.